Hello friends! Today I'm so excited to bring you this amazing waffle recipe that is full of nutrition. It's gluten-free. There is no flour in here. There is no milk in here, so it's gluten-free, dairy-free. There's a little bit of sugar that you can completely leave out if you want to. It's super healthy. You don't feel guilty eating these. I can't rave enough about these waffles. So let's get started. You need 3.5 cups of rolled oats. So for this recipe, you're going to make about 4 or 5 large waffles depending on the size of your waffle maker. So we have 3.5 cups of rolled oats. Be sure to use rolled oats. They are healthier than the quick oats. So we add about half of the oats in a blender. I'm using a Vitamix. You can use any high speed blender you have. We have 3 and 3/4 cups of water. Now, the reason why I'm using that much water is because the original recipe calls for almond milk, but I'm not using almond milk, I'm using almond butter. So if you want to use almond milk, you can just use 2 cups of milk and 2 cups of water. Here we have half a cup of cashew butter, and here I have 1/4 cup of almond butter. But if you don't want to use almond butter, you can use 2 cups of almond milk and just use 2 cups of water instead of using 3 and 3/4 cups of water, if that makes sense. If you have questions, leave them down below and I'll get to you. So here we have 2 tablespoons of organic cane sugar. Now you can omit this if you don't want the sweetness. Here we have 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, and this adds an amazing aroma to these waffles. Once they start baking in your waffle maker, they're going to just smell heavenly. And here we have 1 egg and a teaspoon of salt. And that's it. Now you blend everything together for about 2 minutes. We want to make sure that all of the oats are nicely blended and your batter is nice and smooth. So here we see that it's completely blended, and now we're going to go ahead and add in the remaining oats. The reason why I did it in 2 steps is just to make sure everything is nicely blended. It's not too hard on the blender. And now you see here it looks amazing. It's smooth and it's perfect and ready to go into our waffle maker. So we're going to put this into a nice bowl and we're going to cover it for about 20 minutes. Now this is really important to cover it for 20 minutes because it allows the oats to really absorb the liquid, and it makes a huge difference. Once I forgot to let them rest for 20 minutes and the waffles weren't as fluffy as they usually are. So the longer you leave it out, the longer and the fluffier your waffles are going to get. So just scoop out about 1 cup of batter depending on the size of your waffle maker. I usually like to use a spatula to even it out. And then we're going to cook these in the waffle maker. In mine, it takes about 14 to 15 minutes. I'm not sure if your waffle maker might take a little bit longer, a little bit less time, so just open it up and check to see if they are cooked through. And this is what they look like when they're done. The color is beautiful and your kitchen is going to smell just amazing and it's going to make your mouth water. It's so yummy. And these also freeze really well. So I usually make a bunch and I put them into the freezer. I let them thaw and then they're ready to go into the toaster, and you can top them off with some berries. I usually don't like to add sugar, but this is just for decoration purposes for YouTube. But you can go ahead and add whatever toppings you like. I like to add this coconut chocolate spread that I made at home, and I have this coming up in the next video. I also encourage you to check this out. It's so yummy and healthy. There's no sugar in this spread. It's sweetened with maple syrup. There's some coconut in there. There's some chocolate powder in there. It's so yummy. Look how fluffy these look. Everyone loves these, and they make great breakfast. They can also make a good lunch. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Do give it a try, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day and stay blessed.